Okay, so I'm making this video right now. This is going to be about hypnosis. I'm just going to go over some of how hypnosis works, a little bit of the science behind it, and also demystify hypnosis, first of all. So I have a certificate here of completion from Mike Mundell Hypnosis Academy. It's a fairly well-accredited hypnosis course, actually. It's fairly comprehensive as well. So he effectively covers a lot of the topics that are necessary for the understanding of the hypnosis and to really be able to apply it as well. So, moving on, the first thing I'm going to be doing is demystifying hypnosis. So the first thing is, there's a lot of myths around hypnosis, a lot of rumors around hypnosis, and the problem with that is it leads to some very dangerous misinformation. So first, trance and hypnosis are the same. Well, I mean, this one's not 100% exactly, right? I mean, trance does not elicit the same suggestibility or acceptance of commands and instructions as hypnosis. Although the process of hypnosis does involve going into trance. So, I mean, it can really depend on how you want to describe hypnosis personally in the end. But the second one is hypnosis is not dangerous or hypnosis is completely safe. This depends on the context. The process and induction of hypnosis itself is not dangerous, just like sleeping. Hypnosis can abuse someone, which of course is considered extremely dangerous in these circumstances. Sorry about that. The hypnosis is definitely inhibiting me a lot right now. I might have to redo this, but I'm going to upload this video just as an example of it. First of all, the things that I'm going to be changing, I'm actually going to do this with uploading the video too. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and change this first part of it, because it just gets pretty frustrating when... Sorry about that. The hypnosis is really inhibiting me right now. I'm trying to do this, and it's not exactly working the way I want it to. There we go. So, commands. There we go. Commands and instructions. Because basically what I'm clarifying is I'm not exactly saying that trance is not hypnosis, because it really just depends on how you define hypnosis. That's what I really noticed, actually, to be honest with you, because, language is a symbol. So hypnosis would symbolize something. It all depends on what that symbolizes, right? I mean, there's literally, what is it called? Varying opinions and perspectives on what hypnosis is in the scientific community and the hypnosis community to extreme extents as well. So that is very, very, accurate 100%, because they're like, I'm not providing a, official definition of it. As hypnosis, okay, is intended. Okay, so I kind of do like this definition for it quite a bit more, just because I'm specifying there is no official definition for hypnosis in the scientific community. So the same suggestibility or acceptance of commands and instructions as hypnosis is intended to. So trance and hypnosis are the same. Not exactly. Trance does not elicit the same suggestibility or acceptance of commands and instructions as hypnosis is intended to. Period. And I feel like I want to put a comma there as I said. Not exactly. Trance does not elicit the same suggestibility or acceptance of commands and instructions as hypnosis is intended to. Although there is no official... Although this depends... There we go. That's it. Although it depends on how you define hypnosis. Whereas I'm just going to say because it doesn't matter that much. Because so although it depends on how you define hypnosis, because there is no official definition in the scientific community. There is no singular official definition of hypnosis within the scientific community. Okay, and then hypnosis is not dangerous or hypnosis is completely safe. This depends on the context. The process and induction of hypnosis itself is not dangerous, just like sleeping. Hypnosis can abuse someone, which of course, in these circumstances, is considered dangerous. Is considered extremely dangerous. There we go. So, which of course, in these circumstances, wow, the hypnosis is really messing with my ability to write right now. It's just extremely noticeable to me. And I mean, it might not be as noticeable to others, but it might be pretty noticeable just in my facial expressions, how I'm responding to it, because I'm pretty genuine about it. Also in my tone of voice. So, anyways, hypnosis can abuse someone, which of course in these circumstances considered extremely dangerous. And that was it. That was it. Hypnosis can be used to abuse someone. And it's just those simple, tiny little grammatical errors that are happening frequently that the hypnosis has intentionally repressed from my memory to make me rewrite excessively, because this is just not normal behavior, right? For, I mean, actually most people. You know, even when I was in elementary school with kids. It's not that hard to figure out, right? You have your normal forms of writing. It's not normal when, you know, like say for example, if this was not normal for you and it started happening to you one day, but you remember being hypnotized, you'd probably be like, well, what's going on, right? So, which of course, in these circumstances, can be used to abuse someone. There we go, that's what it was. Can be used to abuse someone. In which, of course, in these circumstances, is considered extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. And so, I don't exactly elaborate very much here on this. But I mean, it is a very general rule of thumb here. So, a basic rule I advise from experience is to only trust a person with hypnotizing you if you can trust them with your social security number. That the reason I say that is because both of these things would leave you very vulnerable to harm or danger. The reason is having access to your social, to that information. Let's see, I'm going to actually probably make this into one sentence here. So a basic rule I advise from experience is to only trust a person with hypnotizing you if you trust them with your social security number. Because if an individual, if someone, I can even save space, has access to hypnotizing you or your social security number, you're vulnerable. And let me see. Only trust a person with hypnotizing you if you trust them with your social security number, because if someone has access to this, to either of these, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Okay, and then I was hypnotized to scratch my neck if I tried to articulate. Great. So basic rule I advise from experience is to only trust a person with hypnotizing you if you trust them with your social security number, and what I'm trying to say is, like, I also want to try to do this briefly, but, like, I'm trying to think of how to do this, right? Like, the hypnosis is inhibiting me. It's really abusive. It's really abusive. So, let's see. Of course, like vulnerability, right? Wow, the hypnosis is inhibiting me. I can feel that. So, in regards to vulnerability, okay, so I could say because or since since having access to either of these resources leaves a person extraordinarily vulnerable. Or I could specify, since having access to either of these resources leaves an individual extraordinarily vulnerable. Leave an individual extraordinarily vulnerable. There we go. And then the other one is you can't be hypnotized involuntarily. The answer to that is no, not only can you be hypnotized involuntarily, you can even be hypnotized without your knowledge or recollection of it ever happening. Another example of where I was hypnotized to forget a specific ending of a sentence here. So, regardless, there's that. Sorry about that. I'm hypnotized to feel strenuous whenever I'm doing something I'm not supposed to, right? Moving on. You can't be hypnotized to do something against your will. So, this depends on the post-hypnotic suggestion or hypnotic command, and it depends on the person. There are... Wow, I completely missed that word too. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing that I had to practice regardless, because apparently there's some grammatical errors here. There are two different concepts in hypnosis known as, and there's another one. This is ridiculous. See, this is way too frequent to be a coincidence. And that's what I mean, is like, if, you know, those are like, this is happening, like, excessively. Known as hetero action and homo action. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, this wouldn't happen to me when I was in elementary school. It didn't happen to anybody else I knew in elementary school, or in any other class, or any other person I've ever met in my entire lifetime. So why is it happening to me now, and why am I having all of these different issues with hypnosis that are perfectly explained by the single phenomenon of hypnosis than anything else? So, I'm pointing that out. It's illogical to be anything else. There are two different concepts in hypnosis known as heteroaction and homoaction. Heteroaction is the chance of eliciting a successful response to a new or different suggestion after already successfully responding to a suggestion. So it's not just the chance, it's increasing the chance. So again, there's just about one in every sentence at least that I'm writing here. And then this took me over 30 minutes to write, from my memory even. Which is, no, wait, actually this part, this is the demystify. Oh, this is even worse. I think it took me over an hour to do this. And I had to rewrite it twice already too, last night. And that's what I mean, it's every single page that I write, it's like this. That's why I've recorded everything. Let's see, heteroaction is... I'm going to go ahead and erase more of this real quick. So, you know, I already know what heteroaction is. I have the concept memorized in my mind, and then I know how to describe it. I already did, even when I was out of context. Just clarifying that memory loss is not a possible option in this situation. Neither is a lack of articulation. Inability to articulate. It's not an option. Heteroaction is increasing the chance of successfully eliciting a successful response to a new or different suggestion. Well, that's also increasing. Is the chance of successfully... Let me see. The chance of successfully eliciting a response to a new or... Oh, wow. Okay, so I have to... It's a good thing that I noticed that, because of how the sentence is phrased, or else, you know, I'd have to erase the entire sentence and start over again. Different suggestion after already successfully responding to a suggestion. Okay, so it has to end in new or different, or new or, basically. Or else I have to erase the entire thing and start over, right? But, let me see. There are two different concepts in hypnosis known as heteroaction and homoaction. Heteroaction is the... is the chance of successfully is increasing. There we go. Is increasing. That's the word that's being repressed from my memory very specifically, and it should be very apparent and easy to see in this video. Increasing. And then I wrote increased anyways, but yeah, I'm going to be using this video specifically. Is increasing the chance. Of successfully or I could say eliciting even. Is increasing the chance of eliciting a successful response. There we go. Wait, I think